Right, should we do our betting slot then? Should we get stuck in?
Right, we're recording, so let's go.
So what's our position at the moment? As the season comes to an end, we're on -5 units, so -£25 if we're doing £5 each position. Steve sent the teams across, so we've just got one set of teams, so I'll tell you what he sent. You can tell me what you think. So he's going Brighton away to Tottenham, Villa away to Man United, so the two teams at the final, and Bournemouth home to Leicester. What are your thoughts? And it's around 3-1 now, I think.
Tottenham's the easy one, isn't it? I think they're going to be exactly like Liverpool have been for the last 3 games and not give a shite. So they're going to be too happy on the beach. Just want a big trophy. Yeah, I can definitely see Brighton getting 3 points there. Man U Villa. On the flip side, Man U are going to be down in the dumps. In my Super 6, I've done Villa to win 4-0 on this one. Villa have got 4-0. Villa have got a lot to fight for the Champions League spot. So Villa are going to be hoping that Chelsea and Forest can take points off each other and they can sneak in to the Champions League slot. So they're going to be going all out for a win. Man U are going to be absolutely on their asses. I can't see the way Man United win this game. I really can't. And at home, their form has been absolutely shocking. They've been getting battered by everyone at home. So, Villa are going to have the tails up. I'm not sure whether Rashford can play. Probably cup tied, or not cup tied, but you can't play against your parent club, can you, kind of thing. So even without Rashford, I think, I just think Villa have got too much riding on it to not win that game. And Bournemouth, Leicester are down. There's nothing they can play for. Bournemouth, again, I don't think with the results against City they can sneak Conference League place, but they'll just be trying to get as high as they can. Bournemouth their own game been quite indifferent, but with Leicester, they're just a shocking proposition. So yeah, I totally agree with all of those. I think Tyrrell's hopefully on the money, and he gets us back in the black.
Yeah, interesting. I think Bournemouth let us down against Ipswich a few weeks ago when they were home to Ipswich. So hopefully it's not a repeat with the against Leicester. Interestingly, Villa is 6, so they can go as high as 3rd, depending on what results went against them. Bournemouth, the only thing with Bournemouth is Brighton. But Brighton at 8th at the moment on 58 points. They can't go any higher. Forest are on 7th, on 65. And they can't really go much lower. But at Brentford, if they won, maybe they can go ahead of them on goal difference. So Brighton at 8th, they can't go much higher. They can maybe go to 9th. That's the only thing with Brighton is their season done as well. But it's hard at the end of the season unless you've got something to play for, isn't it? A lot of the time, I think.
Yeah, and I think what we always say, end of the season, there's always mad results as well. And the positions, you look at the position at half time, and then you look at the position 20 minutes later. It's a completely different proposition with the last games of the season. And I think you're right, with Brighton, even if there's a sneaky chance that they might not get in the European places. And to be fair, I don't even think that's a cast iron one yet anyway. Obviously, Chelsea playing in the Conference League final, there could be if buts and maybes around that. But I'm sure I read somewhere that 8 could get them something, depending on where it all lies. So yeah, there's tons to play for. Obviously, the league's wrapped up, the relegation's wrapped up. It's just the European spots now, seeing where everything settles.
Yeah. Do we go 2 units on that bet then? Do we go a tenner because we're -25? We might as well be -35, and if it wins, we break even then, don't we, for the season? Or
why the fuck not do
it? big spenders with the £5, but it's the only way. It's the only way to measure it, isn't it? On the units, just keeping it really simple terms. Unless you want to pick a few teams, you want to throw a few teams and have a little flutter yourself.
As I said, mate, I've been absolutely shocking, so it's not worth it. I might put my choices on the text. When we put this on YouTube, but yeah, I'm gonna stay clear. As I say, my only one that I'm going to call out is Reckon Villa. They're going to absolutely thump Man Utd 4-0. What's that not come to pass? So.
Yeah, maybe do over 2.5 goals or something on that. Yeah. Oh, great. Well, that's our bet this week. I'm going to jump on with Ian tomorrow morning. I'll do a quick slot with him around the music. We piece it together because we've been a little bit separated this week, haven't we? I was going to ask you one question because we spoke on the group a little bit about the team of the year, what Cara And Neville put up, right? A new comment. Who was the player you were most disappointed in? Going in
Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly.
Yeah. So I just love when we were coming, because you put it on the group chat, didn't you, saying, I don't know how Lewis Kelly's in. And I thought the same. Thought Carra's lost his head. What's with that? So I just looked at the stats on him. He's played more than 45 minutes 14 times this season. You go in the team of the year if you've played 14 games. Clean sheets, he's had 4 or 5 clean sheets out there 14 games. And goals and assists, I know it's not all on stats, you can see a player differently. Goals and assists, he's had 1 goal all season. Is that good enough for the team of the year?
Well, he's got more red cards than he's got goals. So, he's, it's just clickbait. It's absolute clickbait. And I guess if you're a Kirkes, or to be fair, anyone who's played X number of games throughout the season, you're seeing that, you're just thinking, what a load of tosh. It's ridiculous, and that was the first thing I thought. And I'm not saying Lewis Kelly's not a good player. He looks like he's got the ingredients to be a really, really decent player. But I just think when you put him in team of the season when there's absolutely no justification for it, it just makes a mockery of the whole thing. And I know it's only Sky Sports' Monday night version and stuff like that, but I guess from Carragher, you'd expect better.
Yeah, I thought the same. I thought you can't go into the season playing 14 games unless you've played ridiculously well. I thought the same as you, Kirkes, or Robinson at Fulham. He's played well, hasn't he? He must have, again, a good 8, 9, 10 assists for the season as well. He's been powering up that left side, isn't he? Because we were talking about whether we'd like him, but he's a bit too old for Liverpool, and he's 29.
Yeah, but again, it just, I'd say it straight away, as soon as I see it come up, I thought, well, that's clickbait just to get people going, what the hell have you picked these for? But, it's just silly. And as I say, it just makes a mockery of the players that have actually had really good seasons, as you like to say, the likes of your Kirkes, the likes of your Robinsons. For Robertson, this might be his standout season of his career. And when you're looking at that and going, oh, come on, you've got to, it's clearly not been given on merit, has it? So.
Yeah, I think there's a few more good seasons out of Robinson as well. But when you text that in the group, I thought, if we jump on the pod again, I'll ask you about it. And I forgot to ask you today, so I thought I'll put you on the spot, see what you say about it.
Yeah, it was just absolutely daft. And I'm not averse to giving these type of things to players who maybe not so fashionable, or not that you might not think are excellent players, but they've had a good season. And that's what you got to pick on. You got to, who's the outstanding players of the season? And Lewis Kelly is not the outstanding player at left back in the Premier League this season. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, agree, mate. Agree.